designed to code.
We've all had that brilliant app idea, haven't we? Maybe a cool interactive tool for work or a game you just know would go viral.
Oh, definitely.
But then you hit the wall. Coding. It just seems so daunting. All those
Yeah.
lines of obscure text, complex syntax, maybe months, even years of learning.
Right.
What if that barrier just vanished? What if you could simply describe your vision, in plain English and just watch it come to life almost instantly?
Well, it sounds a bit like science fiction, maybe, but that's actually what we're diving into today on the deep dive.
Okay.
Our mission is to explore this really revolutionary shift in how software is getting created, and it's all powered by artificial intelligence.
Mhm.
We're going to unpack the core theories behind these powerful new development tools, explore their surprising real-world uses across different industries,
Right.
and then for a practical twist, we'll actually take a hands-on look at one platform that's generating a lot of buzz, Canva Code AI.
Yeah. And this isn't just about making things look good anymore, which, let's face it, Canva's already pretty amazing at.
They've got that down.
Totally. This is about making things do something. We're talking about tools that can transform your ideas into functional interactive code.
Exactly.
It feels like it's democratizing development, making it faster, way more accessible, and just, well, more efficient for anyone with a good concept.
That's the goal.
Okay, so let's start by maybe laying some groundwork, the theory, because you hear a lot of buzzwords flying around this space, especially low code and no code.
Right. Those are the big ones.
At their heart, what are these technologies really trying to do?
Okay, so at their core, both low code and no code are fundamentally about abstraction, making things simpler.
Okay.
They aim to drastically reduce or sometimes completely eliminate the need for traditional hand coding. They let users build applications using visual interfaces and configuration settings.
So less typing weird symbols, more dragging and dropping.
Pretty much. Instead of writing complex line-by-line code, you're essentially dragging and dropping your ideas into existence. It's a visual process.
Okay, so if they both minimize traditional coding, what's the really crucial difference between them? Especially, who are they for? And why does that matter?
Ah, that's a vital point. So low-code platforms are primarily designed with professional developers and more technical users in mind.
The pros.
Exactly. Think of low code as an accelerator. Someone who can code uses it to speed up their development process dramatically.
Right.
They can handle the repetitive stuff quickly, but still have the flexibility to jump in and write custom code when they need it for really sophisticated or, unique features. It's about agility for people who already code.
Got it. So speed and flexibility for developers. What about no code then?
No code, on the other hand, is built for, everyone else. Business users, project managers, people in non-technical roles.
Like me.
Potentially, yeah. These tools are designed so you can develop applications solely using pre-built, configurable components. Absolutely no coding required.
None at all.
None. They're perfect for, say, simpler internal tools, departmental apps, or maybe rapidly building a prototype where speed and just getting it built are the main things.
And how do they actually pull off this visual magic? What's happening, under the hood that lets you drag and drop an app into existence?
Well, both types of platforms give you a visual development environment, a canvas, you could call it.
Okay.
You drag components onto it, you drop them, and then you define their behavior, their logic, usually through point and click or simple settings.
Right.
The key difference really lies in the escape hatches. Low code gives you those doors to insert custom code if you hit a limitation. No code, however, is meticulously designed so you never need to see or touch code. It relies entirely on its library of pre-built configurable elements.
So, okay, let's make this real. Imagine you're running a small business, right? And you need a custom app for inventory, maybe, or client bookings. Or you're leading a team and need a simple internal dashboard. The promise here, it sounds like, is you could potentially build that yourself without hiring a developer or going back to school for coding.
That's exactly the promise. It represents a massive shift in who gets to build software.
But this conversation isn't only about low code or no code. There's another really interesting evolution happening. This idea of design to code versus code to design.
Ah, yes. That's a fascinating flip.
Traditionally, what did that workflow look like? Between the designers making things pretty and the developers making things work.
Historically, it was almost always designed to code. Designers would create these beautiful but often static image-based mock-ups or prototypes in tools like, Figma or Sketch.
Right, I've seen those.
Then they'd hand those pictures over to the developers, and the developers would then have to painstakingly translate those static designs into actual functional code.
Translate. That sounds like where problems might creep in.
Exactly. The big challenge was this persistent language barrier, a constant misalignment, often, between the designer's vision and the final coded reality.
Mm-hmm.
It led to endless meetings, super detailed documentation that nobody reads,
Huh, yeah.
and often, a final product that just didn't quite feel like the original design. It was like trying to build a house from a painting instead of a blueprint.
Okay, so code to design sounds like it completely flips that on its head, like building the house with real bricks from the start.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work?
Precisely. Code to design is revolutionary because you start with coded UI components. These aren't just pictures. They are live, interactive elements built with actual production-ready code from day one.
Wow. Okay.
You design your interface using these code-based components, arranging them, styling them, and once it looks and feels right, you can export fully functional production-ready code because, well, it already is code.
Okay, hold on. This is where it gets really interesting for me. The components aren't just translated later.
Mm.
They are the code. So the design system effectively becomes the development system.
Hmm.
How does that change the whole dynamic between designers and engineers? This sounds like a true single source of truth.
That's the absolute core innovation. Imagine designers and engineers working with the exact same building blocks, the same library.
Right.
Designers are manipulating the visual appearance and the flow of these coded components. Engineers are using the very same components to implement the features.
So no more translation errors.
Hopefully very few. It dramatically streamlines the handoff process, ensures incredible consistency across the product. It's no longer about passing a static picture back and forth. It's about collaboratively assembling a living, breathing structure.
Just think about how that could streamline projects, cut down on miscommunication, get products out the door so much faster. It's not just a small tweak. It feels like a fundamental rethinking of teamwork.
It really is.
Canva Code.
Canva Code is really exciting. It's a new AI feature they launched, I think it was April 10th, 2025.
They're pretty recent.
Very recent. And what it does is take plain text prompts, just you typing what you want, and transforms them into interactive functional elements right inside Canva.
Inside Canva itself.
Inside Canva, it literally generates real HTML, CSS, and some basic JavaScript on the fly and gives you a live preview. Makes creating dynamic web stuff accessible to anyone who can type a sentence.
So this isn't just for developers then. Who's it really for?
No, not at all. That's the beauty. It's incredibly versatile. Designers can quickly build functional things like contact forms or simple calculators without needing a developer.
Okay.
For developers or prototypers, it's a massive accelerator. You can create minimum viable products, dashboards, custom widgets super fast.
What about other fields?
Educators, they can create interactive quizzes, flashcards, timelines for their lessons. Entrepreneurs can rapidly build lead generation forms, pricing calculators, simple landing page elements. It really empowers any Canva user to create functional web elements without ever leaving the design tool.
And the creative use cases you mentioned from Class Notes with Nicole really bring this to life. That tic-tac-toe game she built sounds amazing.
It was. She prompted it to create a 2-player game using Year 7 quiz questions, track turns, keep score.
But it wasn't just one prompt and done, right?
Oh, definitely not. That's key. She needed multiple prompts to get the look right, ensure questions weren't repeated, add difficulty levels. She had 30 questions per level. And she even had to prompt it to fix a bug where a wrong answer didn't end the player's turn.
Wow. So it's iterative. You're problem solving with the AI through language.
Exactly. Or think about the pixel art activity she designed. Students answer questions, and parts of a mystery character like Pikachu get revealed.
Cool.
Super cool for engagement, but again, it took multiple versions to get it right. And a useful tip came out of that. Sometimes simpler images, like emojis, actually work better for functionality and appearance than the default AI-generated graphic. You can rapidly prototype and test ideas with real interaction before writing any traditional code.
It de-risks innovation, doesn't it? Turns
Yeah.
ideas into something tangible you can test almost instantly.
Absolutely right. You're not just designing for the screen anymore, you're designing on it, with it, through it. These examples show how a simple typed idea can blossom into something really complex and engaging, all inside Canva.
A step-by-step guide to Canva Code AI.
How do you actually get started with Canva Code AI? It sounds like it's an 8-step process, roughly.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. First, obviously, open Canva, log in, look for the Canva AI tab. It's usually right there on your homepage or main dashboard.
Okay, found it. Then what?
Then you click on the Code for Me option. That takes you into a simple, dedicated interface just for this feature.
Right. Step 3 is just type.
Yep. Type your idea. Keep it fairly simple to start, like make a flashcard app for kids with 2 categories. Canva Code understands natural language, so no need for, code speak.
Okay, type my brilliant idea.
Oh.
Then just hit generate.
Hit generate, and Canva's AI gets to work. It starts producing the HTML, CSS, JavaScript behind the scenes. Usually takes just a few seconds. It's remarkably quick.
And then
Yeah.
dot magic.
Yeah.
Step 5.
Pretty much. You see your idea pop up in a live preview panel right there. You see how it looks and, crucially, how it functions. You can click around, interact with it. That instant feedback is amazing.
Okay, but what if it's not quite right? Step 6.
Fine-tune it. Adjust your prompt. Go back to the text box and say, change the background color to blue, or add a button that does X, or make the font bigger. You tweak it by talking to the AI. It's iterative.
Right, that iterative process again. So
Yeah.
you refine it with prompts until you're happy. Then step 7. What do you do with it?
Once you like it, you've got options. You can publish it as a standalone little web app. You can get code to embed it directly into your website, or you can export the raw code itself.
Export the code. That leads to step 8, right?
Yeah.
Editing outside Canva.
Exactly, and that's a key point. While you can't directly see or edit the code within the Canva code interface itself, it's all prompt-driven.
There's a trick.
There's a trick. You can get at the code, just right-click on the generated output, the preview panel, and select View Frame Source or something similar depending on your browser. That will show you all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript that Canva generated. You can then copy all that code and take it into your own code editor, your own development environment, and tweak it, add more complex features, integrate it however you want. Canva gives you the starting point, maybe 80% of the way there.